We're sorry. Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound. Enter your participant ID followed by pound. Up. You are in the meeting now. There are 8 participants in the meeting. This meeting is being recorded.
Questions to the motion? All those in favor will say aye.
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 All opposed will say no. Motion carried. Okay, let's now take a look at the minutes.
I move that the minutes of the March 8th be accepted as shown.
Get a second. I second the motion. Are there questions to the motion? Questions to the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion is carried. I'm sorry. All those opposed may say no. Motion carried. Thank you very much. Okay, can you put the agenda back up, Director Lacy, please? Okay, we are now ready for the director's report. Director Lacy.
Right. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So for the month of March, we had no right to sue letters issued and no cases settled in mediation or conciliation during the month. We attended a HUD FATO meeting where they gave us updates on.
I don't know if you didn't hear me.
We can hear you, Jeff. Or Commissioner Transu. Commissioner Transu, can you hear us?
Let's hold up just for a moment, Director Lacy, to Commissioner Transu can come back in. I see he dropped off. Give him just a couple of minutes, please. So we'll just stand by just for a minute or two for Jeff to Commissioner Transu to log back in there.
Can you hear us now, Commissioner Transu?
I can. First, it's gonna do the same thing on my phone. It's just,
Jeff, you got two devices connected. You need to disconnect one of them.
okay.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, we can hear you. Okay, all right, we good to go. So let's continue, Director Lacy, with your report, please.
All right. So, I don't know where that's from, but we attended a HUD FHEO meeting where they updated us on upcoming changes to the FHEO program, the opportunities for partnership funding, and the use of our existing partnership funding. Continuing to monitor the COVID-19 rates and the impact on the office. So we've now moved to a low transmission area. We still have relatively low vaccination rates. So I think for right now we want to continue monitoring it and continue with our status quo. We are still working on the annual report, finishing it up. We do have our topics for the anniversary event finalized, and I think we have all of our speakers selected. And we have been working on getting speakers to present topics over the lunch period, and we'll have those folks serve as our keynote speakers. So as of right now, we have topics relating to the war on drugs and how artificial intelligence has become like a new wave of entrenching biases into systems. So I think those are two topics that are really hot right now, so to speak, and it would be a great topic for people to kind of learn about and things that we don't necessarily talk about all that commonly. For our, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I see that the days have been changed for the anniversary program. The 2 days. So,
Yes,
okay.
it's July 6th and July 7th.
Yes.
Previously, it was July 5th and July 6th. So we have two tracks. We have a fair housing track, and then we have an equity track. So our fair housing track, we're going to talk about things relating to nuisance ordinances, the source of income discrimination, harassment in housing. We're going to do a legal updates in housing related cases. Talk about affordable housing, and then we're going to talk about LGBTQ discrimination with the new Bostock decision. And then for our equity track, we're going to talk about cognitive and personal biases and the impact on victim reporting. So how that factors into how investigations are handled. And that can be civil or criminal. We're going to talk about trauma-informed interviewing, income and wealth inequality, the impact of historical discrimination, the emotional harm of discrimination, and the collateral consequences of the war on drugs. And then we are also going to talk about the actual history of our agency and talk about kind of how we got to where we are today and the status of our commission and that kind of historical information, but also the present information on the importance of having local commissions. And I sent out a training, I think earlier today, from the HUD office, so they're going to host a virtual training webinar in celebration of Fair Housing Month, so April's Fair Housing Month. And they're going to discuss fair housing rules and regulations, reasonable accommodation and modification requests, and then LGBTQ equal access protections. As a reminder, if you attend a training that we send out, or any training related to civil rights related issues, can you notify me when you attended those so that I can, or register for those so that I can document it for our files internally? And then we are having a fair housing event on April 19th at 6 p.m. at the main library. And we're going to talk about the war on drugs and its impact on communities. It's going to be April 19th, next Tuesday at 6 p.m.
What library?
Main library downtown. So it's going to be a panel discussion. We're attempting to get a local mental health provider to join us on the training so that they can kind of talk about the mental health aspect of the war on drugs, and people who work with people with substance use disorders, and then myself, so we can talk about the fair housing implications of it. What else do we have? So to kind of go along with that topic, there was new DOJ guidance on opioid use disorder / substance use disorder. And that kind of goes right in line with that discussion topic for the fair housing implications, but also implications in other areas such as employment, where it's covered under the ADA, and understanding the difference between a covered disability and substance use that's not covered under those laws as a disability. I'm still waiting to hear back from a trainer from EEOC. I'm going to reach out to them again. I think that there may be some staffing issues, as they have lost a few staff members. So I think that they might be very busy, and it might be impacting the timeline. So it will take for them to get back to me on that. I think that's all I have. Yeah, that's all I have for today. Any questions?
Director, we'll be going to the meeting of the mayor and the city council tomorrow to receive. Is it a proclamation?
The Fair Housing Month proclamation, yes.
Okay.
Any questions for the director? Okay, thank you very much. Let me back up just a moment. Commissioner Franzul, can I get you to do the roll call, please?
Yes. Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Present.
Oh, I'm sorry. President.
Commissioner Guster,
Present.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner Pecora,
President.
Commissioner Reyes,
President.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor,
Present.
and Commissioner Transu, present.
Okay,
Yes.
do we have a quorum? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Great. Let's continue on here. Case status. Was that included in your director's report?
Yes, sir.
Director
It was
Lacy?
the yes, it was the mediation, resolution, and right to sue.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Under new business, I don't see anything. Old business, I don't see anything. And so we come down to public comment. Unless someone else have something before we get to that point.
Would there be, I'm sorry, would there be a problem with our registering to attend the June 13th and 14th conference, the training in Washington, D.C.? I'm never sure about, just how I, go about presenting that. We have just such a need for being up with our training and so when it's offered and you advised me of it, I tried to see if I could put it on my schedule first thing.
Which training are you referring to, Commissioner Boyd? Is that the NCRC training?
Yes, in Washington D.C. this summer.
The Just Economy?
Just Economy Conference. Yes, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. No, that's NCRC.
Okay.
No, there's no issue with that. I believe HUD has approved that as an allowable training. I think you're the only person who's expressed an interest in attending.
I want to really encourage the other commissioners. I know our chairperson would have other training at that time, so he won't be able to go to that one. But I want to really encourage us to use the training that's being made available on the regional and national level.
Commissioner Augustus, can we get information on that?
Yes, Director Lacy or either Commissioner, Director Lacy, if you've got information that you could share with the all of the commissioners, would you please do so?
Okay.
All right, thank you. And we'll go from there. Thank you, Commissioner Boyd, for bringing that up. We ought to be taking advantage of training so that we can be better equipped to administer our commissioner duties. It's always helpful to be able to rely on training in order to do our jobs as commissioner. And so I just encourage you to do that. Okay. If no one else have anything before we go to public comments and presentation,
let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
I needed a clarification. Are we supposed to be at City Hall tomorrow for a certificate? I didn't catch all that.
There is the commission, the Civil Rights Office is receiving a proclamation, and if you want to be there, absolutely, Commissioner Pecora, Commissioner Boyd is going to accept that on behalf of the commission, and it'd be nice if you could be there. I have a scheduling conflict, cannot be there.
What time is it?
5:30.
5:30 Wednesday at Davenport City Hall.
It's at the City Council meeting.
Okay.
Anything else?
I have a question. April the 19th, are we supposed to be at the fair housing one at the library?
If you want to attend, that would be great. If not, you don't have to. I mean, it's not a requirement. But Director Lacey, you got some input you want to make on that?
No, you're exactly correct. I was going to say the same thing.
When I went to the event that we were a part of last year at Vanderveer Park, it's just so enlightening to get with other like-minded agencies and who are working with us, in the interest of promoting civil rights. It was just good to have an evening of communication, saw videos, and just being with others who were like-minded.
Any other questions, concerns, or comments? Okay, thank you very much. At this time, are there any public comments?
Commissioner Transu, did you want to talk about the event at Mary?
Yeah, I could talk about that now. On April 21st at 7, they're having a get-together at Mary's on 2nd. They're calling it Quad Cities Pride and Memory. It's a new group that started to keep the history of the LGBT community. And they are hosting what they're calling a coming out party, Quad Cities Pride and Memory. And it's $10 and it includes pizza, and people were encouraged to bring memorabilia from the past if they'd like to be donated to the Putnam. The Putnam Museum has many artifacts already from the LGBT community, and so they're just looking for more if anybody has some out there. But yes, this is the 21st at 7 at Mary's on 2nd. And I just wanted to let everybody know about it.
Great, super. Let me, are there any public comments from anyone? I don't see anyone out there. So I will take this opportunity, though, to also to make sure that the rest of the commission know that Commissioner Board and Transu and the director, along with myself, we met to discuss ongoing issues within the Civil Rights Commission. And so I will make a appointment with Mayor Matson and the city administrator, Mrs. Spiegel, to have a discussion about those concerns. I did alert the mayor that I would be requesting that meeting on Friday. I had him and I talked back and forth on text on Friday, and I informed him then that I would be coming to him and the city administrator to request that meeting so that we could have a discussion about things that are going on over here and further trying to make relationship between city and the Civil Rights Commission better, and a couple of other things that that we need to talk about in terms of budget and some other issues with the director. And so there's more to come. And once we have that meeting, the Commissioner Board and Transu, along with myself, will give you guys an update on that as to what happened as a result of that. Okay? All right. If there's nothing else from anybody else, I don't see anything from the public. Very quick meeting today. I like these kind of meetings. If you have concerns or anything, please shoot them in to the director or myself, and we'll be glad to address them if you have something that needs to get on the agenda. I think we do need to put on there for next time around, and we need to look at are there possible ways that we can open up the office. We need to have a discussion on that. And Director Lacy, we need to have all the information available that we can as it relates to COVID and things that are going on for discussion. So I will alert the commissioners, you yourselves should have information as it relates to that. And so that we can have a good discussion on that. I just want to explore that. I'm not for opening up the office, but I want to make sure that if we can, that's what we probably should do. If not, we don't want to put anybody's health at risk, and we're not going to do that. And so, but we want to discuss the facts and let them lead and guide us in this particular effort. So make sure that get on the agenda for the next time around. Does anyone else have anything that they would like to get on the agenda for the next meeting?
Commissioner Augusta, is that just the office? Or that's the commission meetings as well in person?
We can have a discussion about it at that time. Director Lacy, I think it's important for us to discuss it and just look at it and look at all the factors that are out there. I know that COVID is popping back up in some areas and some areas is not. And we just want to be very cognizant of that and just look maybe at where we can adapt and maybe change a few things without putting anybody in danger. That's what I'm kind of looking for and stuff. That's something the commission, each one of us has got to think about. I guess the risk that's involved with going back to a public session. So, but we got to discuss it, and we got to have that discussion. So that we need to do that. Did that answer you, or did I kind of bounce around there?
You said you are both on there.
Yes.
Okay.
Jefferson, Augusta, did we all get a City of Davenport financial interest disclosure form that we sent back already that we need to be aware of when it's being asked back and who we send it to, whether to our office or to the financial
that financial that report that comes back into Beth. A copy needs to be maintained in the commission office. Okay. Beth will forward those on over to the appropriate office within the city.
So each of us need to send that back to Beth.
Yeah.
I think we've received one from Commissioner Augusta and Commissioner Boyd so far.
Yeah.
I sent mine. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was
Commissioner Taylor sent hers yesterday.
Okay. So we have
Did you
three
please
in so
verify
far.
that you received it?
You sent it to me or you sent it to Beth?
Beth?
Okay. I haven't asked Beth about it. I just saw someone from Commissioner Boyd and Commissioner Guster because I was CC'd on it. So I'll verify with Beth that she has yours.
Commissioners, you guys have y'all correct.
I did receive it. I just didn't, I didn't understand how to send it back, but I'll look at it some more. But I filled things out, and for some reason I couldn't get it attached to send it. But I'm gonna look into it.
Okay, Commissioner Pecora?
Send mine in the mail.
Okay, you send it back to Beth.
Yeah, just mail me whatever I need to fill out and I'll send it back.
Okay. Commissioner Reyes?
I think I got it. I'll take a look at it and send it back.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Let me clarify with Commissioner Pecora. Are you saying you want us to send it to you in the mail, or you're sending it back to us in the mail?
I don't have it, and so I'm assuming you probably emailed it, and maybe I lost it in my emails. But the best thing to do for me was to mail it, and then I'll fill it out and mail it back, or bring it back to the office.
Or will just getting a link suffice that you're able to open and address you?
Commissioner Boyd, he requested that it be mailed to him, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. Anything else for the good of the order today? Next meeting date?
It's May 10th.
May 10th. Okay. So we'll see you guys on May 10th. Appreciate everybody's participation.
Okay, we need a meeting second to adjourn too.
Okay. Appreciate everybody's participation and thanks for being here. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I was trying to hope
Right,
that
Commissioner Church Taylor moved that we adjourn this meeting.
I second the motion.
Okay.
It's been properly moved by Commissioner Upchurch, second by Commissioner Boyd. Any questions to the motion? There being no questions, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, say no. Okay, see you guys next month. Take care. Have a great weekend, a great Easter. Enjoy.
Bye.
Aye.
Goodbye.